Hey, I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today I'm out in the factory. I got a table set up, and what I'm going to do today is, and this may take a few videos to get through, but I'm going to get started. I want to talk about cooking when you're backpacking. A lot of people think right away, well, if I'm going to go backpacking, I'm going to take Mountain House, and like I said, that'll work. Calorie count on them is a little low. Usually, most Mountain House are around 300 to 400 calories. Some of them are less than that. A lot of them are 3. And they're freeze-dried. They're not real food, is what I would call real food. And you get tired of them fairly fast. I'm not sure exactly why, because they're fairly tasty. But to me, my system goes, no more freeze-dried. My system does not like freeze-dried Mountain House. Okay. What other choices are there? Well, there's all kinds of choices. And I'm just going to touch on a very few here that I've seen or done myself. Okay, now let's just start out with something. And before I even show you this, I want to say, as far as nutrition goes, you know, and gourmet stuff, that all goes right out the window after the first 100 miles. What you're looking for is calories. There's 2 things that a meal has got to be. It's got to be high in calories, and it's got to be easy. You don't want to take regular rice and put it on and bring the water to a boil, put your rice in, turn the stove back to simmer, and then simmer it for 25 minutes. You don't want to do that. You just don't have the time, you don't have the energy, you don't have the coordination. You just want to get a hot meal and get in your sleeping bag or in your hammock or in your tent or in your shelter, whatever. And the first thing I do once I get my accommodations for the night, like if I'm pitching a hammock, first thing I do is I get that sleeping bag out of the backpack and put it in my hammock and let it loft so it'll be nice and fluffy. And I get my hammock up so I can use it for a seat to sit in when I eat my dinner, so I'll be comfortable. I don't want to stand around and eat my dinner. My legs are going to ache, my feet are going to hurt. I want to unlace my boots, set in my hammock, and take my 12-centimeter cup with a carbon felt hand wrap on it, put it in close, and sit there and eat my dinner with a spork. And then I want to talk a little while, climb into my bag, and if somebody's pitched close by, they'll get in their bag. We'll sit there and talk and watch the stars and go to sleep. Get up at 5 o'clock next morning and hit the trail. Okay, that having been said, the very easiest way to do things is, if you're going to do rice, is instant rice. Okay, if 1 cup of this, dumped into a Ziploc and sealed, put it in your pack, just pull it out, take 1 cup of water, bring it to a boil, take the Ziploc, open it up, dump 1 cup of instant rice in, stir it a little bit, put the lid on, take it off the flame, let it set for 5 minutes, and you've got rice. Better yet, put your 1 cup of water in there, maybe 1 1/4 cups, bring it to a boil, take a packet of tuna. This is a small packet. The big packets are just too much. This is 2.5 ounces. It's about right to use for a meal. Rip the top off and put it right in your water. Let it boil for 20-30 seconds to warm it up. Then put your rice in, stir it in, take it off the heat, put your lid on. 5 minutes later, you've got a meal. Now, instant rice and tuna is kind of simple. Flavor isn't real. It's kind of dry and low fat. So what I use is this Parquet squirt margarine. There's a couple of reasons why I use it. One is 1 tablespoon, which is a 1/2 ounce, is 70 calories. So 2 tablespoons, 1 ounce, is 140 calories. Now the rule of thumb to when you're backpacking, ideally for outdoor backpacking, is that every ounce of food you carry is 125 calories. So this gives you 140 for every ounce. Now if you take your rice, which is relatively low, let me see, let me look it up. 1/2 cup is only 160, so it's kind of low, and the tuna is not real high in calories, but when you get them together and hit it with a couple ounces of this, couple ounces of this would be 280 and 380 480, 580, 680. If you take a tortilla wrapper, you have almost 1,000 calories. If you take a cup of dry, which cooks up to a cup and a half, put the tuna with it, hit it with 2 ounces of parquet, and have a couple of these wrappers with it, you're up around 900 calories. That's pretty good for one meal. And it doesn't weigh a lot. It's really fast to cook. And besides that, if you do this at home and experiment with it, you'll find that there's all kinds of very small, light things, maybe a little salt, maybe some powdered onion, maybe some garlic. There's all kinds of things you can have and put it right in with your rice packet in your baggie to make the meal tastier. All kinds of things. You may want to use Tabasco. A lot of people carry a small bottle of Tabasco, and that'll definitely change the flavor of it. All kinds of things can make a pretty good meal. And you don't have to worry about being finicky. After you've hiked all day, you're going to be hungry. Just about anything's going to look good to you. And a good hot home-cooked meal is really going to look good to you. So, okay, so that's one with the rice and the tuna. Now, if you're not a rice guy, and I'm not, I'm learning, but I'm not. This is a goal of mine here is Idaho potatoes. Just add water. 2 cups, if you're going to do this whole thing, which is, I can eat the whole thing. I would take this, 2 cups of water, bring it to a boil, dump my tuna in, or I might rip up some beef jerky and boil it for a while, or I may even take an ounce of bacon bits and put in there in the water, and then take it off the heat, rip the top off this, dump it in, stir it, let it set for a couple of minutes, probably longer than that till it's cool enough to eat, and that would be a meal for me. I don't think I need any. These are home-style buttery. I don't think I would need any, but I might put an ounce of that in there, an ounce and a half, just to kick up the calorie count. And the beef jerky, if you rip it up and boil it for a little while, rip it up in small pieces, it's pretty good in a meal like that. Now also, you can get this that is all prepared to put in a sandwich. It has, I don't know what it has in it, whether it's mayonnaise or what, but it's all sealed up. When it's in the stores, not in refrigeration, so it's safe to carry in your pack for a month to a time. And if you take along some flour tortilla wrappers, these will last in your pack a long time. They got a Ziploc on them. Take one of those out, take one of these, snap the top off, squirt some in, roll it up. That's a real quick meal. It's not a hot meal. Good dinner time meal. High in carbohydrates, tasty. If you've got those little squirt bottles of flavoring for, take your water bottle and squirt that in so you've got something to drink besides water. That's another thing you can use. Cheap, simple, easy to come by. If you go to Restock, you can go to about any grocery store and get all this stuff. No problem at all. Okay, tomorrow I'll do a video on some more stuff. Snacky stuff that you'd eat at noontime and stuff. Right now, let's go out and look and see what I did to the trike today. I worked on that a little while, kind of